ENCE are the guys who woke up today kind of watching the games and thinking, can we just slide into that spot?
Yeah.
Now they've got to fight. So that's cool. And I'm just kind of recollecting my ideas here for Overpass, because you are right. That was like a crazy standout in terms of some of the Astralis individuals. And maybe map 3 is more in the air than I kind of gave it its first glance.
Yeah,
but
I think it could be.
That's also, it's neither here nor there.
That's a couple hours away.
It's an eventuality, assuming we don't get a 2-0 from either of these teams. But Nuke and ENCE, I like that combination, and I like that combination a lot. So let's see. NiP will start to the CT side. All 10 players qualified for the major. You will see them in Antwerp. They're there, don't worry. But are they at the challenger stage or at the legend stage? Rolling in the backside of A, 2 kills, S a tag. Ooh, these USPs keeping it very clean. Hampus just slides out from the mini smoke. And this is looking like an empty-handed T round from ENCE. They find nothing, not even a kill.
Yeah, shout out to Brolin, continuing to do well. He's been insanely consistent, especially for how aggressive he's played. I feel like it's been very impressive to watch Brolin play on NiP. And of course, we just got to watch a lot more of him with him on NiP, because with him on Fnatic, he just didn't get to a lot of, just didn't really get anywhere. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, they didn't make any majors. So, Brolin's first major, man. Let's go.
Awesome. A lot of players' first major.
Yeah.
Monacy's.
Heats.
Blame Fs. If they win.
Yeah, if they win. Otherwise, it's Heat. But actually, Body's been out a major.
That's fair. Yeah. Spinx, Tech 9 chase. Gonna fall empty-handed. Hampus very quick on his rotates so far. I'm gonna keep an eye on Hampus in the CT side, see if he's getting crazy with his rotates. I love the way that Hampus sometimes just throws himself into the middle of plays. You know, calling strats around him, obviously, but also being a real kingpin.
But yeah, he's not. It's like he's not quite that way anymore, is he? Like
He's been
something.
losing, yeah,
at least the RMR.
Been, yep.
Yeah, some things have definitely changed.
Noticed on Ancient, 100%. That's changed.
Yeah. I mean, we don't. Hampus, for some reason, he's. I don't think it's like a confidence thing, but I have heard them from their own mouths talk about how they have changed up the playstyle a little bit. I think Plopsky did an interview where he said they aren't calling totally around Hampus and trying to follow him around the map, basically, as much anymore. And that was a weird one, because that was kind of the identity of the team, actually. It was like playing around Hampus, and that was how they had their special rounds. And so if you take that away, yes, you risk less rounds, and less comes down to how consistent Hampus is. But at the same time, you also lose a little bit of your identity, like what makes NiP in these situations. And so, you know, you don't want him to lose it totally. And personally, it wasn't bad to me. I think he was one of the best risk-taking IGLs that we've watched, with in terms of like actually winning his duels, creating a lot of space. So let Hampus be Hampus.
Oh, and let Hades be Hades. Oh, okay. As well, gonna offer us up some crispy Deeg shots. That's 2 already here for ENCE.
That's a clean one. They're still looking for the lower cross, and actually they're making noise outside. So I think that Plopsky inside of Mini will hear this, and Rez gets called over to stop this. Now it's kind of awkward for the bomb to try to meet up with Maiden.
Ooh, Plopsky finds good timing. And the victim of timing on some of these kills, Rez through Garage, just kind of fade away headshot.
Yeah, sad part for them here is that they tried to walk, but they didn't realize they walked a little bit too late.
So Spinx gets his hands on a gun. Could make things a little bit interesting, but I mean, they're so locked into their positions here behind Vent, up in heaven. You'd think that they just get swung on. And sure enough, Plopsky kind of gets that inkling. Peeks around a corner as he did through Mini. 2 kills for Plopsky, 3-0 for NiP.
Yeah, I think a really good part about CSGO is that you can't actually just hold on to a wall and wait for people to swing on you. You always have to try to find timings where you peek first a little bit. Even on LAN, people thought this was like an online thing, but it's not. It's just the nature of the. It's just the nature. It's actually psychological. It's just that you have to concentrate harder if you're holding an angle. The guy swinging you is totally ready to shoot, so they get a small edge in reaction time. And thus, off angles were born.
Meta, baby. The ever-developing game. Hampus looking for his secret peek. I like the consistency in hampus's secret plays. Again, just kind of throwing himself downstairs. I personally just always happy to see CT teams come in with these secret peeks.
Secret's awesome, right? Because
Yes.
not only do you get vision outside whenever you want, you get a nice roof over your head.
Yep.
Yeah, you can control the flow. You're not scared of smokes that go down, but you can also watch the vent rotation.
And as long as you don't get spotted from somebody on top silo or somebody immediately behind red, you can sneak up, as he just did, and catch players looking around silo. Very, very fun spot. Just a little element of dynamic play for a defense. Right now, Plopsky up in the rafters of the A site, cuts down Spinx as he tries to come running outwards. 80s, 9 health, 1 versus 3. Not going to be a round win for ENCE by the looks of it.
This will be a tough one. This will be very tough.
Throws the Molotov, still has a flash, but he's being held here by Rez, and Rez in garage never sweats, never stresses, and in this case, succeeds yet again here for NiP 4-0, nice and easy.
These M4, Silence M4 is putting in work for NiP. They would be very happy to start off 4-0. It's getting a little hot here for ENCE. Not even that much money right now. And a solid round over and over again here from all these secret plays. And I mean, you would just spam secret every single round if it was like, if teams didn't like try to kill you all the time from here. Like there is the one thing where if somebody's on top of silo, you don't really want to peek up when they're looking at you. So it can be a bit scary, but when you've got a good sense of timing, secret's the place to go.
Whole bunch of mollies here on this one from ENCE, so I'm expecting this A site to be lit ablaze.
And that's the other thing that hampus is doing right now is shoving himself right into the vent, so if they drop, he's good. He can also come back up the vents, especially if his teammates start to get killed upper. They can't watch the vent. But it looks like it's a squeeze for ramp. They're kind of faking upstairs with a lot of utility. Or are they just going to re-exec?
Yeah, they kind of came back. I thought for sure it was looking ramp for a second, but...
Yeah. I guess they're just trying to loosen up pieces upper and then hope the Tech 9s win duel.
Like
and
that?
Yeah, they've got one rotation, but Plopsky stays here.
Easy pickup from him. Good second kill from Plopsky. Sprays into the headshot. Hampus kind of holding him back on vent. Makes things weird for Snappi. And all the while, Hades still back inside of lobby. So they try to bust their way outwards. They do get that first kill on Brolin up close, which helps. It's nice.
I think it was an interesting idea, and if I could guess, maybe because the molly top hut, if someone falls off the top hut, they probably won't go back on. So, because you've got to make like 3 jumps to get back up on there. So you also think, oh, it's a fake, let's try to go ramp. So it is kind of a nice way, even if they don't want to with the mollies, to get people out of A site.
Ooh, he's got a player right behind him. Ah, nice, Hampus.
A little more info.
Ooh, tries to bait out Esatag. One missed shot, and suddenly Hades can maybe scramble up what's left of the ladder, but in that case, NiP with the 5-0 start. Hold off versus Tech 9s. That's still, I believe, 3 kills for ENCE. And if it wasn't that first one that was so easy for Plopsky, if that player had just come out running, then I think it really facilitates the blue box peak, and maybe ENCE get another entry. But
yeah, got to be aware of where your feet are.
Plopsky locks in the doorway, and with it, nips 5th.
Really hoping someone wasn't Mustang there. Or Fur, actually.
Can we clarify for the viewers where Mustang
Mustang's just farther back in the corner.
Okay.
So still watching Hut, and then Fur is right in front of those rafters. That's a CSGO reference, just because of where Fur always played upper. It's better to always not use players' names, but I don't know what you would call it otherwise.
That's fair. And if you're not with the times, get with it.
Indubitably.
We will teach you the ways.
Plopsky will die not before getting 10 kills.
Bet. 8-1.
Okay. Enormous work upper last round from Plopsky.
Good to see him have strong CT sides. You know, statistically, it's where he does his better work. Hampus, easy pickup. Diha just losing his head over the box. No real support there for Diha either. Felt like there was maybe somebody on silo, but maybe Snappi kind of caught in transition. Or it was Madden jumping back to throw grenades. Either way, weapon round from ENCE, and it's not an opening pick. Not what they'd hoped for.
One of my favorite parts about ENCE is any team under Snappi is going to be really well drilled, especially on the execute front, and I gotta give him credit. I think he's evolved a lot as an IGL in terms of being more than just like an execute-based caller. But right now, NiP are doing a great job handling things, especially Plopsky.
Yeah, and notably on the other end, Spinx, still 0 kills. Diha, 0 kills. Snappi, 1 frag. So on an individual level, we just gotta see it kick up a notch. And maybe Madden's the guy to take over that kill feed. Hampus wins his fight into main, so Snappy's sent to the sideline. Nade dropped, almost finds Madden. But the artillery's off the mark. He's just gonna play pressed close up to the beneath of heaven, dodges that flash. Oh, but ESTAG falls in with the USP headshot. He was still sliding down that yellow thing. Ooh. And Hampus wins out from Mini. I thought maybe ENCE were gonna bust through with that double kill from Madden, but nope, the recovery in full effect.
Yeah, beautiful rifling work from Madden. Very careful about all of those different positions, and there's obviously a million upstairs. But overall, before that, it looked like the round was pretty much done. You know, these 2 frags from NiP. Plopsky once again. So that position I would call Mustang is working well for him.
What is that?
In case he got ESTAG. Would drop it out of heaven. I know if this was danger zone, he would have been dead before he got shot.
Possibly, but he also would have bump mined from heaven, so he would have had much more velocity.
Oh yeah, right.
You know, he could have exo jumped as well.
Okay.
Maybe even dropped a breach charge.
Maybe even pulled out a parachute.
No.
Unless you're a noob?
We do not, exactly,
Okay.
that's it right there. We do not support the parachutes.
Okay, yeah.
Elitism alive and well.
In DZ. I like elitism.
DZ. If CSGO ever introduces medi shots to the competitive mode, I'm out.
Oh, don't want that.
I'm out.
You're done.
Imagine if you could just give yourself 50 health back.
You're going to switch to commentary?
Yeah. Try my hand at casting.
Yeah.
6 rounds straight. ENCE back with a bye, but look at that utility damage. They try to go for a dry cross. No smoke, no flash.
Sometimes it's good.
All right.
But
contact, but
they had ESTAG was in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
You know, he's playing outside, watching the cross.
Nice and far away as well. Flexes the op advantage.
It's all mind games outside. All mind games.
And there's where Diha will find his first one.
Diha.
Okay. Hampus ready to come up from secret. This is what I was trying to allude to, man. Hampus. Oh, he gets barrel stuffed. Hades was looking the other way, and now Hades doubles down against NiP. 4 versus 2. And seeing as they took all of that early utility damage, I thought ENCE were kind of screwed in this one. Oh. Nice play, Spinx.
Well, that's your upper anchor right there.
That's Spinx on the board, that's Diha on the board, and with the 2 of them on their first frags, they can get this ball rolling. Better late than never.
How did Hades pull that off? That comes down to 1 second of timing. But Hades' internal clock has been calibrated.
If you're playing against Hampus, you've got to be ready for those secret pushes.
It's true. And to be fair, they've seen it enough times now.
Yep.
So about time Hampus got caught off.
So Hampus sidelined at 12-4. Rolling down in the base of the B site, and we've got ENCE with their first T round win.
Hampus 12-4.
Yeah.
He's been quietly top fragging a lot of these games.
And last time, I made sure everybody knew it was eco kills, but this time it's legit.
Yeah. The eco cobra.
We got to keep Hampus. We got to keep him in line, you know.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on the controlled Swedes. One survivor here for NiP. Rebuy is definitely there because ESTAG's got a surplus of cash, so he's dropped Hampus, no problem. And there's Diha on the scoreboard. Hades, yeah, that intuition. And then the re-peek into Rez. I feel like Rez could have got the better of him, but...
Solid read, yeah.
Good read, good shots.
Definitely still a bit of a frag problem here, just 3 players on 1 kill, so they'll need some help, but that might inspire confidence. It would in me, for sure. A little tacky here for NiP.
All right.
I think it's the perfect time to do it. Nothing feels better than 7-1.
Also, as somebody who has been a bit, critical of NiP's journey here at the RMR and has had some tempered expectations, I'll say if they beat ENCE and if they do it cleanly.
But if they get Nuke?
If they get Nuke, then they're going into the legend spot, and I'll say well earned. I still had questions coming into this best of 3. Now we find out. Brolin, 1 frag, Spinx, quick return. That's going to be the A site under pressure, and Plopsky, who's been up there almost every single time that they've attacked this A site, will be found out. This time, there's like less disjointedness between the player who runs out hut and Spinx who comes out from the side of Squeaky. So a quick trade, no multi-kill, and a bomb plant right there from it.
So right now they know that Spinx is probably here, so they need to try to get Rez out of the vent if he's going to go this way. If he goes through secret, I mean, they might just save. Wow, are they really not even going to attempt this? I'm surprised. I think they had a lot of utility. Obviously, ENCE are still favored, a 3v3 post plant, but they had a lot of utility, a lot of HP and kits. So, yeah, they're just going to give this one up. I guess it's fine. I mean, they at least guarantee they're going to buy next round. They got 2 kills. The money's still somewhat low here for ENCE. I think this is the save that dentists recommend, you know?
How many?
Because all the things that dentists recommend are boring, but they're really good.
Yes.
Like flossing.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Sensodyne.
I think NiP are flossing here. I always lie to my dentist and say that it did floss for the past 3 months.
You know that they know you're lying, right?
I let them clean it.
They know you're lying.
Yeah. They've heard it all.
They see the evidence. They're professionals.
Yeah.
They went to school to find out whether you're flossing or not.
Maybe they're at least happy that I'm scared of them.
Yeah, it's a power thing.
Outside cross smokes here. And it'll be Rez this time. Coming quickly to secret, and I mean, they're very prepared once again for some kind of outside take. It does, like we saw in that previous round, come down a lot to timing. Not any molly going into secret, which is an interesting choice, and Rez will here spot 1 player. Not really a position this early that they need to chase him down.
Tough angle to fight there as well for Rez.
Lots of space 1, you know. Hampus doesn't feel comfortable now just hanging out in Big Garage, and gets caught off by Madden. Amazing opening kills here from Madden.
He's definitely been trying to drag ENCE into the game.
Now they might hear this from underneath, but it doesn't seem like Brolin is totally aware.
More so worried about the close walk-up.
I mean, this opening from Madden is just going to win the round because, yeah, Brolin left this one tiny gap where he went so fast upper. And they're now flashing, but it's lobby that's been taken over.
Plopsky's in hut.
Oh, they're not even clearing hut? Okay.
That's problematic. Diha will kill Brolin. Plopsky finds timing. He's just going to chase down this bomb plant. What the hell?
That's so weird because some things are not clear-cut in CS, but of course you don't see anyone upstairs. You know there is one downstairs in hell, but if upper is completely empty and there's still a significant amount of CPs left, it's really common to take over hut control versus outside. And for some reason, they just don't think anybody's here. They plant really open to hut. They don't even molly it. They don't even molly it, just in case. Big mistake. Big mistake.
I really thought ENCE were like ahead of the game and had a real read of the situation, but they let their guard down on that one. Plopsky gets away with a double MP9 kill and a bomb plant denial. ENCE better be careful because they're running out of money. Oh, but there it is. Spinx, nice smoke spam. Just times it to a T. Pulls Brolin off this one. Gives ENCE the 5v3. Madden another kill. He comes running out through Squeaky. Knows that Rez is backside, but can't finish him off. So we've got somewhat of an answer here from NiP. They go towards mini where hampus catches another kill. But remember, it's tons of damage being done. And maybe ENCE is here to pick up the helm. Oh,
that's a lot of damage.
Also gets tagged. But what about hampus on the headshot, trying to draw them into Rez? He's being fought by 3 players. There's the bomb now. Rez, a single point of health, comes back with another, and now we're into the 1 versus 1. ENCE versus Diha. 45 seconds.
This comes down to the reads. Essetag, does he think he's going to go up the vents or go back downstairs? Now, I would say upper is more attractive in a one-on-one situation, but it comes down to timing. Because lower, there can be a T in control room, there could be a T in decon. Typically, lower is a lot nicer because when you have like a ton of space. But okay, the fake to go downstairs, and this will help Essetag believe that this is the play that's going to happen. So really smart move from Deha.
No.
It's still good. I mean, he gets the open plant at least, and he can potentially get away. That's what he's looking for.
Okay.
Essetag, let's see how aggressive he is.
We got a fight here. Deha not quite sure where this retake's coming in
Essetag
from.
has a molly.
They've both been spotted. Flash goes out. Oh, Essetag. He had one chance, one shot, one bullet, and you can see it on his reaction.
Goddamn.
He knows that's a big round to pick up because it bottoms out the bunny.
The bunnies.
Yeah, them bunnies are bottomed out.
Them chocolate bunnies with the gold coins.
The money is gone. Ooh, Rez and hampus. The fact that Rez gets 2 kills with 1 health in Ven.
Oh, man.
That's a little bit nuts.
Deha did play it well there. Had Essetag coming forward, blind with an op.
Yep. I thought
Essetag was going to molly.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the Molotov, and even then, you know, Deha swings out like that one op shot. But even the one Essetag took, that little angle by crouching down, you saw how little of Deha he had to shoot at. Obviously, vice versa. Feels like the AK loses its advantage.
Yeah, insanely fine margins on that whole round. Nice play from Rez, man. Very low HP, but
incredibly important round.
Stayed composed.
Big play. hampus as well.
Also hampus.
Yeah,
you know, when you have low HP and you have a headshot angle that you would normally fall off of, you got to think, if you're going to fall back, are you falling back into a fight where you're going to expose your whole body? Is it better for you to just risk that they miss their headshots, since you have 10 HP anyway, and just fight on the stairs, which is normally a good fight for you? And hampus does a good job of staying there and allowing Rez some time to like get into a position to help him out.
Held his ground. Round loss bonus helps out for ENCE. They will purchase fully. Grenades quickly. Smoking the cross and already throwing a player down secret, wasting no time. It's Deha at the helm.
Oh, that's a huge molly.
They wanted to go join him, but now they can't because the smokes fade.
Yeah, that's a really great second molly there.
Spinx, though, he could take off a ton of pressure. Oh, Rez gets closer. Tries to pop up from behind blue box. Got Brolin smoked off within mini. Does he want to challenge this? Essetag, he's here to help. Nice double from Brolin. Not even, excuse me. Essetag actually does shave one through those windows. Spinx will sit inside Squeaky. Man advantage here for NiP, but the bomb does get downstairs. 55 seconds.
The CT setup was really solid. One player here to try to hold rotates, and Rez basically has to get one. Let's see how this angle works out. I haven't seen him play here before. Looks good. Eats a headshot, but he's got so tucked in that it goes through the wall.
Spinx still controlling Vent. That's going to be 2 players. Good trade. I mean, hampus, wild decision, but at the same time, sets up Plopsky.
Too, yeah.
It's what works. It's what was intended. And now you've got Hades in the back of the site on a quarter health. Oh, he almost peeks out at the perfect time. Essetag caught throwing a flash, but Plopsky right there, well timed on his part. And NiP, a 9th CT round win.
Super solid. I mean, love how they stood there versus outside, and Brolin came through the mini smoke knowing that Essetag was watching the cross with him, and if ENCE had thrown that smoke, they can only bluff so much because they already used the majority of their smokes, and that's the one folly of doing full outside smokes, is that you can't get a 6th smoke, sorry. So yeah, the second Molotov, Brolin refighting with Essetag peeking at the same time. Pretty hard to counter there. I mean, that's super nice. And the other option they had was actually to use that extra smoke they had to put on the molly and cross with your wall while it was still up. Now they'll go a lot faster.
Oh, Snappi waits the fire out, eats a huge grenade.
Yeah.
47 damage on the frag. 2 players inside lobby, 1 on top of roof for ENCE, and the other duet is down in secret. It's Brolin to take a spot that Plopsky's been pretty consistently. Plopsky on the open dance floor instead.
Looks like they were trying to make it seem like a squeaky play with that molly, but are posting up inside hut. And Madden is at risk. He can, of course, get shot in this position from the rafters or from the top of the side or whatever, but it might be the right risk to take right now. CTs make a mistake on the cross. He'll actually fall out of this spot. And now they break the control window. So declaration of war here from ENCE as the round gets started, but S-Tag opens up with the bomb going down.
Rez. Oh, nice Spinx. Turns it upside down.
Hello?
Oh. Meanwhile, hampus gets by Ben.
I don't know if Rez didn't call that, but like on the ramp, you know.
hampus knows that he's between them, so he catches Diha off guard. That draws Snappi back out of the vent, which hampus would have known of, and then Spinx gets a collateral spray down up here in the mini. So, weird round, bro.
Yeah, there have been a few of them.
That was sketchy.
That was, yeah.
You really think S-Tag would have reacted to Rez? I mean,
I thought Rez didn't say anything just because he thought it was implied that someone was on the ramp. Which that's always the thing, you know, if your teammate doesn't say like on the ramp or something, I don't know, something.
Also, shout out Spinx. The fact that he reacted to Rez that fast.
Yes.
That was a quick turnaround.
Really nuts.
So, ENCE, a well-fought and well-earned third T round, and a reward of having to face just pistols here in number 13. They find the two-man stack on ramp, which opens it up, but Spinx will get 2 headshots, kill them cleanly.
They're just trying to boost, bro.
And push this war downstairs. Diha on the vent flank.
Uh-oh, misses the control molly.
Gonna plant open floor. The double doors stay sealed. The CTs reside behind it, and they're just waiting for their third to maybe come into position. But S-Tag kind of doing his own thing upstairs. Starts to slide through vents now. Gonna be tough to get any kind of fadeaway frags. Snappi, Diha, Spinx, 3 quick frags, ENCE a 4th. And they've opened the door now to just get that, you know, comfortable 5, comfortable 6.
Yeah, just a dignified 6
No.
is what they're looking for.
Grab what's left.
That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, they've still got a great nuke, of course. CT side will be fine for ENCE, but right now they're just not playing well enough that you'd be like, oh, they're gonna cruise to the CT side. No, and NiP actually looks so much better than they normally do on this map.
NiP are gonna leave it on the table. Grab it, ENCE. Take it home with you. Put it in your hand purse. Ooh, Diha gets through that. Close mini. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. No.
It's covered.
That was supposed to be Diha's entry. I mean, the magazine was sprayed from Brolin and everything.
We got baited.
Or
It was
S-Tag,
high-low
excuse me.
setup. It was perfect cover.
Oh, it was perfect. But I was invested in Diha getting the entry.
Why?
Because I wanted him to.
Why?
Because I thought he made a right decision. Instead, he's dead. 5v4. Brolin gonna slip down the vents just in case ENCE suddenly put the pedal to the metal. Get utility through the skylight. Oh, that's nice. T-spawn smokes front hell. Oh, Snappi posts on the same road that Diha used to try and wrap around at Mini Flopsky. You know he's committed to that fight, but then the heaven peak from Rez. He finds Spinx with a nade out. Hades also throwing his utility. Rez could cause a distraction for Brolin. Hades comes up off of the plant. The other player's sitting inside of Mini, so Brolin, he's going to be between them. Sees a back turn. He's starting to piece together the picture, and he warns Rez that the Mini player is more than likely wrapping back around.
Oh,
Brolin
wow, what a
perfectly
move.
timed, catching Hades out, and now suddenly Snappi, this is looking like a weird spot to be in the post plant, but oh, he still catches them off, and Rez wins that duel. Has no business doing so.
It's
Rez,
10-second stick, too.
he's won a lot of frags considering how low HP he's had at times.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that was round winning. That's great. No kid on the floor.
So a 10th because of it. hampus, cheeky opening kill. Poor Diha had high hopes with that one. Rez whips it onto Snappi. So no guaranteed 5th nor 6th now for ENCE. At least they'll have a bye here in the final round of their T side.
Try to go go for it again. Oh, nice punt. They'll delay the last of their smokes here on the cross. And hampus up top, they're playing quite aggressive versus outside, which I think is great. They've already kind of handled outside in a variety of ways. Steering clear of secret now. And they finally find a timing for those smokes. hampus will pick one off behind the lurk smoke.
Poor Diha almost got into secret full HP. And right at the end, Essetag clips him. Mini smoke into flash next to Garage. Madden gonna try his hand at wrapping around. He has used this for an entry kill or two, but right now CT is kind of real away from him. Spinx will stay tucked inside of Squeaky. Going to be Madden to try what Snappi wasn't able to bag. Plopsky gets the better of that kill, and now suddenly a 3 versus 5 in the final round with 30 seconds left over. So ENCE are going to try to pick up the tempo. Split the A site using Mini. That's a very key opening kill, but remember, Essetag still a playmaker's position. He's going to get cleared, but kills Diha in the process. 15 seconds. Poor ENCE. Desperation here. They're going to just dive down into the vents of B site, losing their last player up top. Snappi, 1 versus 3 to close out the half.
What are you made of?
Let's see it. Op in hand, here's the vents. But of course, just serving up a distraction. Closes the door and kind of creates a bit of a foxhole here. How are they going to deal with this? They don't have a smoke. Spams open the doorway. Now he's got clear lines of sight through it. Flashbang just meant to make things awkward, but yeah, that's a 5-second stick with a 2-man angle being held. He hits the collateral, but they're layered nicely. NiP, stellar CT side.
Looked great. Nothing bad to say about it. I mean, they're going to be pretty happy. Game plan looked good. Everyone was showing up individually. You know, hampus, Brol, and Rez at the top. That's I think actually Plopsky with some of the early rounds as well. His upper holds were super solid. I mean, it was usually 2, but it felt like minimum 1, which changed the course of a lot of these rounds. Some good post plants, and some rounds that they shouldn't have won that they pulled back. I mean, it had everything. Everything and a little magic.
That classic NiP magic. Only one 1vx won in that one, and it belongs to Essetag at the end of the half. 130 ADR for hampus, 5-1 in opening duels as well. So hampus definitely just kind of throwing himself at everything.
Oh, not even Brolin. Brolin only had 6 kills.
6 kills.
Yeah, Plopsky, man. Plopsky. NiP have always had some troubles on two sides, but oh wow, okay, nice entry from Rez. That's the Medi.
Ooh, Hades, yeah, okay. Able to get onto the stairs.
They're doing suicides back and forth through secret.
Deal with the dual Berettas. hampus swings the door out, pops Hades' head. Spinx is going to be in from heaven, and Diha could come back at a moment's notice. They're looking at him, though. Multiple players looking at him here. The Berettas get iced out. Roland picks that up. Plopsky finds a headshot in the back of the site. Now Snappi needs a 1v4 in pistol, or it's NiP 12-4.
They're gaming. Late smoke. Snappi just showed himself. He wants this, but there's just no way back in. There's no way back in, man. Wow, we didn't expect this. We didn't expect this. Really well done here from NiP. 12-4 so far in this first map. I mean, you gotta skip a whole stage. You're going to skip a whole stage if you win this one series. It's kind of crazy if you think about it, you know. Most teams won't even survive the stage.
And NiP get to skip it.
They get to skip it, potentially.
What you doing, Plopsky?
That's interesting.
You know, I respect a man who commits to the cause.
Yeah. I want to know, I mean, he made that decision. by himself.
Because they are Swedish trolls. Guys, I'll let the bomb blow up.
Is there any value there, like at all? I don't know. Is there any value of just like?
He's sending a message. He doesn't give a damn about the stats.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
He's been hanging out with Hampus too much.
He's trolling too much.
Hampus is both a good and bad influence. In a playful way.
Yes. No, he's not bad. He's good.
Not like he's got... Nah, I'm going to stop there.
Go for it.
Nope.
I don't even... For the record, I don't even know what you were going to say. So that makes me concerned.
It's been 2 weeks, man. I'm a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Speaking of cannons, let's see it, Hades. Send some scout shots down range. Splatter them on that back wall. Paint the town red. Very important round for ENCE. They may not even offer us anything here on Nuke, and I was so ready for the ENCE Nuke.
I know.
I called them heavy favorites. I said this was a shoo-in.
Uh-huh.
Now I look like a fool.
Me too. I thought I'm with you.
But if the price is I have to look like a fool while NiP show us a marked improvement as they earn a legend spot,
Oh, yeah.
then I'm all for it. Well worth.
True.
It'll be very cool to see Brawl in his first major skipping the first stage.
Straight to legends.
Essetag keeps it clean. Hades going to drop down into the backside. Good place for the scout to pop off with damage, but Hampus
Duh.
puts a very quick end to it. And with it comes number 13.
Felt like every major kill that ENCE got in that first half came from those squeaky entries, just around Tetris.
Yeah.
They
Agreed.
were insane at those entries. That was pretty much what they had for them. Snappi, once again, in a position where you just have to save. Ah, never feels good. I mean, he has not much to lose. So, one kill, that'd be worth. But they're not exiting towards him.
Poor guy's gonna not even be able to save that scout. Bomb pops with the 13th to NiP.
He's running. Oh no, I thought he was inside. Okay.
He's good.
13-4.
13-4. And a CT side that still can't afford to buy.
Still.
So let's say 14-4.
I'm comfortable.
Oh! Look at the update.
No!
Top right corner. Heat.
No!
Oh my god.
No. Joko?
Oh my god.
Body? You Jokoing me, dude? Oh my god.
It's happening. It is Dust 2, of course.
You said it was.
Playing on
You said it was like kind of possible.
I did, yeah. I did. 100%. French
You also
CS.
called BNE qualifying.
Man,
You've been a prophet.
I've been low key on one this event.
Yeah.
I should have tweeted about it. Then everybody would give me credit like Maui Snake.
Yeah.
But I share my thoughts with my friends.
If someone gets a chance, please just ratio Maui Snake anytime he says.
We've got a really
Yeah.
guy needs to be taken down a peg.
Yeah, seriously.
He's over there in the fancy
I would have been the
hotel.
GM of BNE. I was actually in talks, major talks. It was almost in place. I had it. I lined it up. I was making the deals. I signed on the dotted line, and then the paper spontaneously combusted. You wouldn't believe it. I was so close. I almost saved the whole roster. Would have had my face on the stickers. You said that.
It's okay. Cadian. Oh, hold on. I'll share that in a second. We've got Plopsky playing with dual Berettas, choosing to play with dual Berettas. I'm telling you, dude, Plopsky is a troll and a half, blowing himself up with the bomb inside of the site, choosing to play with dual Berettas despite having an ample amount of money.
Wait, yeah. What the hell?
Bro, Plopsky
He's actually
is hanging out with Hampus a little too much.
a little too much. The craziest part is Hampus doesn't even do this.
Did you see what Cadian tweeted today?
No, what do you tweet?
It was a 5-second video clip from, you know how Maui Snake has been having the players keep a football in the air? How many kick-ups. How many kick-ups can you do? Well, turns out Maui Snake went for a fist bump. Player didn't see it. Maui Snake put his hand down. Player puts his fist bump out. Maui goes back.
Oh, no.
No fist bump. Cadian calls him out.
Oh, my God.
Says failed handshakes, failed fist bumps never get old.
The secondhand embarrassment.
So thank you, Cadian. You've done us all a service.
Let's
Hashtag
go.
take down Maui. Back to the action, because this could be the little bit of action that ENCE can offer us on Nuke. Snappi in the corner here. Flashback.
Oh, what a
still
flash.
finds it.
Look
Goes
at that
deep
flash.
enough.
That flash is actually... Oh, that's so perfect.
He didn't look away because he thought it was just going to be shy. Too short.
That was such a good flash.
Good job by Hades to find one on the fallback here. Oh, in a quick second. Takes the shoulder right off. Plopsky push from Madden and a double.
Wow.
Very nicely done here from ENCE. Rock solid CT round.
Damn. They lost one player in a really rough way where no rotation was coming in. And then NiP went right for lower off of that kill, which you should.
Yeah.
And they handled everything perfectly after that. But that flash was pixel perfect. Like, that had to be lined up.
So good.
It covered absolutely everything. If I was Snappi, I would have done the same thing. I mean, I was about to tuck. I wouldn't think it would touch me.
If you're Snappi there, you can't even be mad.
You can't be mad. Just
I
pure
bet you
respect.
Snappi said, nice flashback.
I'm taking that flashback, yeah.
All right, ENCE, let's see it. What you got to offer us? A little wiggle room.
Because Plopsky saved all that money.
I can't
chilling
believe he
now.
entered Mini with dual Berettas.
Wild. I mean, that's, yeah, we'd like to see that confidence from Plopsky. Let's go.
Smoke in the entry. Oh, Plopsky's going to find Diha's head before the smoke truly pops. That's 3 players in through Mini. Hades is kicking this up a notch. Back-to-back rounds where that op, when NiP think they have an entry, when they're about to just try and pummel and assault a bomb site, it's Hades to stop it.
Yep.
2 kills from inside control on B, 2 kills from Heaven here on A site.
And a really solid entry from Plopsky, and from there, that's the last kill they get.
NiP, not going to be so easy.
Hades is open.
Good to see it. Second one as well.
The pop-up. Oh, yo. Blows up Brolin's tiny little head.
Of course, while ENCE are, returning the favor to NiP with a couple of these round wins, gotta say, that's also back-to-back 5v4s for NiP. And just statistically, to get enough 5v4s, you're gonna win a round. And they're only 2 away. But this one here, single AK on hampus.
Yeah, and not just 5v4s, like really important ones that
that have a play behind them.
Yeah, play right behind them.
It's not some straggly entry kill elsewhere. It's an open route to a bomb site that if it wasn't for Hades in back-to-back rounds, this one could be 16-6.
The death dealer. Oh, nice shoulder here from hampus.
Nice and easy from Snappi on ramp. Nice. Goes for that extension into Brolin. Gets revenge from the round to go.
All of the ENCE players now kind of recovering their score lines.
Yep. And the score in general as well. But hampus is going to be found out. There's nothing here for NiP. Nothing at all. They didn't even do a single point of damage. Perfect.
Perfect.
And perfection.
Spinx. Spinx's photo is so great.
It's a good one.
I love that he top frags and has that photo.
Right? Like he's looking back at you from the finish line.
Spinx celebrates too early. That's a Usain Bolt reference. I know you got it, but for people who didn't.
Oh, thank you. Oh, 14-13.
Oh!
It's on Dust 2, right? Map 1's Dust 2.
It is,
so
yes. I mean...
G2 beat Astralis there. Astralis beat players. Excuse me, I mean
yes.
Cloud9.
Cloud9! We can say it finally. We've known for a little bit.
Astralis beat Cloud9.
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm so happy to have Cloud9 back, and all the players, they deserve it, man. They're awesome.
NiP back in with a gun round. 2 players already to red. Hades fires the op, so they'll have a warning sign as to where it's at. Or at least to where it starts. Poor Rez. Getting down to 42 health, and Snappi immediately throwing himself down here into the gunfight on Secret. hampus a little too quick for his own good. And I have zero doubts that ENCE can bring this back, because I had high hopes for ENCE on Nuke. It's just they've given themselves such a difficult job. 5 versus 3, looking comfortable. Garage push. Ooh, and he gets away with that. Rez. He loses 30 health to Diha, but finds the kill. Had a chance to turn this one back, albeit unlikely. Madden keeps getting drawn between 2 peaks, and because of that, Brolin finds his head on a pedestal. Spinx comes over the vent, and Brolin finds, again, a very critical kill inside this A site. They know that Snappi was downstairs, so it becomes very obvious for Brolin to just hold this vent.
Yeah, and they had
very
secret,
tough
and
for Snappi to come out.
He can stay open on a really good angle to Squeaky, or actually, I was going to say to the vent, but he actually walks into Squeaky. There's a chance now that they slip up, but Brolin goes all the way around to Hut. Oh, the scope goes in, but he's spotted, and Brolin, another kill! When's he going to stop?
He's not going to, because they just got their 15th off of this.
Oh.
3 versus 5.
Wow.
And honestly, more like 2.5. Rez peeks into Garage with 40 health and still beats Diha on a gun duel.
This area outside the hut by Squeaky is the absolute most important part of the map in low number situations for the T side. We saw that from ENCE, use that with the entries, with Madden picking off Heaven, picking off upstairs. You can section up the fights really well, have a lot of headshot angles, a lot of nice fights for the T side, and it's usually the place where you channel a lot of your utility, but in those late rounds where people are very low on them, it can create situations where you can get kills, and then actually use that to drop vents as well.
16-13. Heat just beat
They won.
Astralis.
Oh my god, no
Heat
way.
1 round away, or 1 map away from the major.
Holy hell.
Astralis 1 map loss away from
Not
no
making the
Antwerp.
major, and they nearly beat G2. They were 1 round away from beating G2 as well.
Hades under pressure here, back to reality for these 2 teams. No scope into hampus, 5 versus 4. I love the fact that hampus...
Oh, Hades goes down. They don't know about Diha, though. He's not shown himself.
ENCE trying to play aggressive this round. I like that. They took the fight to the silo push.
But look at this. I mean, NiP just falling back. Diha would absolutely punish them for crossing in this spot, so whether they realize it or not, a great decision.
Madden's on the roof.
Are they going to expect the lobby push? No, they're already in here. Brolin, though, continuing to have impact.
Right? Even when the rounds...
You know, Madden was so silent from that position. He might be hard to find, but it looks like they've spotted him now.
Diha's going to reactivate around on silo. We've got individual fights all over the place.
What a punish!
ENCE catches Diha. Madden's still on the rooftops. ENCE jumps
He
around
gets away
silo.
with the bomb.
3 health. Goes for the fight deep into the T-spawn. Dude, Madden's been trying to carry this.
Seriously.
But as he falls back down into the lobby, that's where Brolin still is. And Brolin doesn't see the ramp push. He could have. 100% on his screen. Snappi and ENCE.
2 Danes.
1 versus 1. And he's got a very good read as to where he's at, so the bomb plant comes for free.
Yeah.
And with the op, suddenly the health can be mitigated. We've already seen ENCE pick up a 1v1 with low HP on this B site. Last time versus Diha, maybe this time versus Snappi.
Oh, I think Snappi made some noise. He's walking out into the site, and the bomb isn't planted very well for control window, so the door
Snappi
can get
knows.
closed. He can potentially go and try to stick this, and this is forcing ENCE to come forward. He also doesn't have the HP. Oh, the timing. He was just 1 second late.
Wow.
Honestly, that came down to ENCE. He had to peek before 5 seconds. You have to realize there that Snappi can absolutely stick that. The desperation will be there first. The door is still on its hinges, and the control window doesn't offer a place where ENCE can just walk out and he has no health.
Yep.
So that was just a mistake by ENCE in terms of how far away he went.
And timing.
Snappi made the play. He made the play he had to make, the only one he could, and it's kept ENCE alive in this map.
Ooh. Snappi by the skin of his teeth. Cheeky defuse for number 8. 7 more map points. Hades, no scope to start, but honestly, Madden, MVP of that round, hands down.
That angle didn't even exist, and Madden hit every bullet.
The fact that we also had Brolin kind of inside of lobby killing everybody else, it's like Brolin is underneath Madden. Brolin's killing CTs, Madden's killing Ts.
Yeah.
They're just on top of one another, but not fighting each other. And in the end, it just pushes it all down to the clutch.
Now,
Tech issue?
yeah. So NiP, not great on Nuke, but the one upside for them is that their CT side and T side are both, below 50% win rate. They're overall not winning their Nuke games, but they're both even. So about 49% of their rounds on CT and T, which means there's not really, I think, anything they're scared of in this game specifically because their pieces are activated. Everyone's fragging. They have an expectation definitely to put up like a 7-round T half in most of their games. So that is scary, friends. But the 2 4v5 rounds were awesome. And if Brolin didn't get that 3v5 4K,
yeah,
I mean,
coach mic issue.
coach mic issue.
A coach mic issue.
A coach?
A manager. We'll get that
Blocks.
fixed real quick.
Can you do your best? What more can I do?
I don't really, honestly, I'm full of impressions, but I really don't have that one.
No.
No.
What more can I do? I
What
can't do
more
anything.
can I do? Then buy a smoke, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Sean Gares.
Classic.
Gone but not forgotten. He didn't die. He just left for Valorant.
Yeah. He ascended.
He ascended. Yeah. Jet dashed. And it's got a little life in him. I'm disappointed that ENCE didn't get a better first half on Nuke.
I'm shocked.
I was really ready for it.
I'm kind of hyped about NiP playing well in like a harder
Yes.
match too, though.
They've bought me out.
Yeah?
NiP have bought me out.
You're
I
bought?
was.
You've been purchased.
Listen, sometimes I like to play the nice
He's
guy.
usually on sale.
I mean, genuinely, I am the nice guy. Genuinely, I'm a nice guy.
You keep saying it. You say it so much. It's like
Can't be true, right? But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm gonna be a little spicy at this armor. I'm gonna be opinionated.
you talk a little shit sometimes. Just own
I
it.
did, dude. I talked a little smack about NiP. I doubted their results. Easy road to the major.
Well, no, I mean it has to be pointed out.
And
It's totally fair. It's not even like rude or not rude. It's just the facts. Like they know it. Like they didn't have the hardest matches. They're happy about it. They're not sad about that. You know,
Yeah,
why
but
would you want to have hard matches in a qualification?
That's fair.
You're not winning any brownie points. People are just like you're at the major or you're not. Most people are not going to remember the RMR. It's only hype right now.
Wow.
They just want to get there. That's just the reality.
This guy's spitting facts.
Either way, you got
fire.
stickers or you don't.
And if you don't, then who the hell are you?
Exactly. That's why it hurts so bad.
Well, luckily everybody here's at the major.
That's true.
It's just about them legend spots.
Legendary spots.
You know who's not at the major? Astralis.
Astralis, not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe.
Could lose to Heat.
They're actually farther away than they were yesterday somehow.
Hades under pressure. Quick pop into the ramp room. Snappi, though. Cheeky spot. Oh, he starts to give it up.
Oh. Oh, no. That's alert caught off.
5 versus 3 for the end here by the looks of it.
The 5v4s are catching up with the ends. You know, there's only so many times that
Yes.
you're going to be able to score these rounds back, like you mentioned.
See if they can keep it alive and kicking.
Oh, man. They're doing a good job of just holding.
Madden goes back to the rooftop as if, please give me another 3K. But there's nobody over there.
And hampus is collecting information right now. Nobody regressing outside. No sounds being made. And they're even walking back from ramp. Oh, the weird part about this is, are they going to try to get back to upper?
30 seconds.
They're hoping that NiP over-rotated lower, but, I mean, they were kind of paralyzed in this spot. Now they give up a kill.
Oh
I think ENCE Sorry,
right.
I think NiP have overthought this. We'll see. Dihaw's going to catch one. Oh, that's a dink. It's the bomb spotted, but upstairs gets taken over through Hut. Oh, no, that might have been a mistake, too.
Bomb still dropped, though. 2K from Madden trying his absolute damnedest to keep this in it. Snappy's going to have to clutch again. This time outnumbered, but if anything, they have no idea where the hell he's coming in from. And so maybe Heaven is the solution to his problems. He's got Plopsky looking right at him. Red back turn, but Plopsky keeps it clean enough, and NiP a victory on Nuke.
On NiP on Nuke.
NiP on Nuke.
Shout out to Brolin for the crazy entry. Shout out to Plopsky for the first half. There was some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know, overall, that T side was a little shaky, but dude, they got 5v4 like.